Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing okay. We've got another Routmaster build tonight. I'm looking forward to that. We haven't actually got long left now. This is 120 and 121 out of 130, so we're getting really close now. So before I go any further, let's introduce one of my guests with me, and then I shall tell you about a little mod that I've been doing today. So first of all, we've got with Adrian.
Good afternoon, everyone. I didn't expect that. At the moment, I'm just eating a chocolate piece. Whoops.
That's all right. Caramel wafer?
Mm-mm.
No. Then we've got Dave's Hobbies.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Thanks for having us on tonight, Horlicks. And wow, it's going to be a superb couple of issues on your Routmaster. You're nearly there now, so yeah. And can't wait to hear about this new mod that you've done.
Yeah, lovely. I was going to film it, but it was too much. So I've taken a few pictures, and I'm just going to explain. So we've got Mark's Mods as well.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone. Looking forward to doing some more Routmaster tonight. So, yeah.
Lovely job, Lee. So, what am I doing? There we go. Yeah, obviously, I've taken a few pictures of this mod. It was a last-minute thing. I was going to do it, then I wasn't, then I was, then I wasn't, and then I thought, right, no, I'm going to do it. So, obviously, I've been off work. Well, still off work. I'm just waiting for a test result to come through. So, I thought, well, I'm off today. I need to do something. So, I'm going to, do the mod. So, I've had inspiration from Steve-O because he's done this mod as well. So, you can probably guess what it is.
Wow.
Between Steve-O and one other person I've seen on Facebook, I've sort of done it differently to Steve-O.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. So, I've done the indicators for the front of the bus. Now, I know Steve-O's done a fantastic job. He sent me another picture earlier, and he's put LEDs behind the lenses. I've decided to go down the super micro route.
Yeah.
And I've seen him, this other guy on Facebook, sorry, I can't remember who it was. They actually got a very small Dremel and drilled a little hole through the outer shell of the indicator. Just enough, just so it reaches the amber plastic inside.
I know.
So the plan is I'm going to drill a very small hole and then get this micro LED in far enough that it will light up
the inside. Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's going to go well. It's not finished yet because I haven't done the indicators, but I've wired them up and they're ready to go. So
brilliant.
That took a good 3-4 hours today, actually, and it was like I started it and then I was like, should I have started this? Because I had to undo one of the panels that we'd already done near the front. So, of course, to do that, I thought, I can just undo a few screws. No, I had to take off all of the strips that we just put on in the last 2 weeks. So, but it's done. So, let me just share my screen. So, as I say, I've got some pictures. And it's not working. Why aren't you working? Oh, there we go. So, this is what I had to do today. So the first thing I did was remove the battery box again. And then I found the indicators are on a cable labeled G. So I had to pull the cable out from G and I've spliced them. I cut the cable in half.
Yeah.
Separated them, put some heat tube in ready, and then that's the other end of cable G. And then I had to get 2 more cables because I'm splicing into them. So I soldered them up with plenty of solder, so I didn't have to put any more on when I joined them up with the other half of the cable. So that's cable G. And there's my soldering iron and the cable I was using. Really thin stuff.
Yeah.
Not as thin as what I had to deal with though. And then soldered them back up with the extra cables in. I didn't have black, so I've used green for negative and red for red.
Yeah.
And then that was that. Heat shrinked it up. So I was really happy with that. Then the next job was to plug G back into the circuit board, which was easier said than done. And then, here we go. So I ran the cable up behind the frame. Luckily, it's really thin cable. So I ran it up and then up and left it hanging out of here for now.
Yeah.
And I went back and put the battery box back in afterwards. So there's another picture of the cable hanging out there. Put some electrical tape on there just to keep it secure. And then I ran it down the length of the bus, just behind all the frame here, just along the side.
Yeah.
Till we got to the front here.
Wow.
So that was that. At this point, I thought it would be good to test what I'd done before I, did too much more. So these were the LEDs I bought. They were the SMD 0201.
Wow.
I believe that they are the smallest LED you can possibly get.
They are tiny, yeah.
And the cables on them here are like strands of hair. They're that thin.
Yeah.
Quite expensive, but it's what I thought. I did order some other LEDs and ordered the wrong ones. I actually ordered some 040 somethings, and they're slightly bigger, and it was these I needed. So the other ones were only a couple of quid. These were obviously really expensive.
Yeah, of course.
And this was from an actual model shop seller.
Yeah.
So I can't remember who it was, but if you were interested, then that's all you need to find some 0201s. So after I installed it, as you see, these wires here are like hair, strands of hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you have to heat up because the cables are they are enamel coated. So I ran my soldering iron on a really high temperature along and tinned them first to melt off all the coating.
Yeah.
Then I temporarily hooked them up just to make sure. So luckily the cables are coloured. So this one is sort of a red colour and this one's silver. So red for positive.
Yeah.
And then there we go. I got light. So
wow.
I haven't got a video of that, but it was flashing because obviously I plugged it into G. It's good to know that I didn't have to use any resistors because the resistor was already built into the
system.
Yeah. So didn't need any resistors, and then that was flashing in time with the rear indicators.
Yeah.
Did you do a pair of them?
Pardon?
Did you do two of them in line?
Yes, I did. Yeah. So
basically, you had all four flashing.
Yeah, I only tested one actually, to be fair, because I wanted to make sure the connections of the circuit board were right. So I knew that these cables here were doing the job.
Yeah.
So after testing it, I then had the really, really hard job, and there was a lot of swearing. I had to try and get one of these thin cables through underneath, between the upper and lower deck, to the other side of the bus.
Oh my God.
And I couldn't, I got it through eventually.
Yeah.
And then I thought, right, I'll electrical tape the cables together with two more, because I needed two. And I thought, well, I'm not going to do them individually. So if I can get one through, I can then tape 2 more bits of wire together and then pull them back through.
Yeah.
That didn't work. I think there's such a small tolerance for a wire to get through there because of the screws and the chassis.
Yeah.
Chassis. So I did try, pulled it through, and lost the end again. So it took about 3 attempts. In the end, I ended up using solder. I soldered 2 wires to that, and then put it through, and it was fine.
Right.
So eventually, that's what I tried to do: twist them together, so I could get two through, but it didn't. But eventually, I got that. It took about an hour.
Yeah.
And then here we have the final result. So I forgot to take a picture of the other bit, but all I did was remove these screws for the front panel.
Yeah.
So I can go back to here. So I removed all these and this strip, and then obviously the top. No, I didn't do the top. No, sorry. I left the top as it was. I just undid these bottom 10 screws here.
Yeah.
Got the LED and managed to slip it underneath the panel and then bring it along enough to come up here.
Right.
And then I ran the cable through just about there.
Yeah.
And that's what we end up with. So it came down there and then in there on the other side.
Wow.
So you can hardly see them.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
And then this was on the other side again. Once I got those 2 cables through, did the same thing there. There you can see actually. So it went in there, and then I put the cable through there.
Yeah.
And then soldered them up to these cables here. And then on the other side, I did the same thing, except I had 6 cables to join because I had to have the 2 LED wires connected, and then obviously on the opposite side of the bus, I had the 2 LEDs plus these 2 on the other side to join up with the wiring that came from the circuit board.
Yeah, wow, that's brilliant.
So that was all done, and then after all that, we ended up with 2 flashing indicators like so.
Wow. You've not got a screen share on that bit.
Oh, have I not?
No.
Oh, it disappeared. Where's it gone? Technical difficulties.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be a Routmaster show without him.
There we go. So yeah, then once that was done, this is what we ended up with.
Oh, wow. Works perfectly.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
So I've taped them up ready. As I say, I'm not sure how the next step is going to go, but obviously I haven't done the indicators yet to do them. So
yeah,
I'm going to wait for that. So I've just taped them up. I know the electrics are there and working.
Yeah.
So I've just got to crack on and do the next part of it. So yeah, I was really proud for that. As I say, a lot of hard work. I had to take all the panels off again on one side, but no, I'm glad I've done it. So
yeah, I can appreciate what work you've gone into it, because putting the panels on in the first place, then taking them off, then putting them back on again. It's a nightmare.
I thought I might get away with not undoing so much, but there was no way. I needed to get clear access into one of the panels to solder, run cables and things. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's come out, and
fabulous. Yeah,
there'll be more on that at a later date when we've got the indicators. Whether I'll do it on the stream, I'm not sure, because it's quite intricate. I'm going to have to be really careful, because you have to use like a hand drill, like a really small one.
Yeah.
You can't go in too far because you'll ruin it. So I need to make literally do a couple of turns, and then just I've got to take my time. So
Yeah.
It may be that I pre-drill the holes before we actually do that part of the build.
Yeah.
Then I can show putting the LEDs in, and then.
Yeah.
But the good thing about the cabling is on the LEDs is that it's because it's like hair, but it's also quite. You can mold it to any shape.
Yeah, you can bend it too.
It's proper wire, so I can run it around however it's going to run.
Yeah.
And I've got some of this X7. I'll be able to paint the enamel with the red.
Yes.
You won't even see it.
Yeah, brilliant.
You can't even see it now from a distance.
No.
The wires are so thin. So
Well, once your mirrors and your indicators are on, you won't see it.
Yeah.
You won't see that. Yeah. Fabulous.
That's what I've been up to today.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I actually finished it probably about an hour and a half ago.
Right.
So
you have been busy off.
Yeah, I had to get it all back together quick, ready for tonight. So
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'll go through chat.
Okay,
Yeah, Mike, yeah.
Okay, so we've got Dano Builds. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dana.
Hello.
I don't know.
We've got David Bassett. Hi, Horlicks, and hello to everyone else out there.
Hello, David.
Hello, David.
Hi, David.
We've got P40F20. Hi, all.
Hello, P40F20.
Hello.
Hello, people. Effort.
Yeah. Dave's Hobbies. Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello, my friends. Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Got Natasha. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Natasha.
We've got Yorkshire Crafter. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Julie.
Hello, Julie.
And we've got Natasha. Hi, all, and Yorkshire Crafter.
Hello.
Hello.
And we've got Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, Natasha. And then we've got an upside down smiley face. I've seen one of them before. And we've got Build with Adrian. Hello, everyone.
Hello, Adrian.
Hello.
He's
Got
on the air.
at Horlicks. Hi, and everyone else.
Hello, Ledmanis.
Hello.
Hello, minis.
Hello.
Dave Mack. Good evening, guys.
Hello, Dave.
Hello.
Hello, Dave.
We've got Natasha. Good evening.
Good evening, Natasha.
We've got Christine. Say hi, everyone. I hope you are all safe and well tonight.
Hello, darling.
Yeah, we are. We're trying to do our best, aren't we?
Yeah. We've got Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, Christine. Say. Got Matthew Barham. Evening all. Bus nearly complete.
Hello, Matthew.
Love Minis. Great.
Great.
P40F20 says brilliant work, Horlicks.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you.
We've got David Bassett. Evening all. Wow, that looks amazing, Horlicks.
I agree, David. Yeah.
We've got Geordie Dave. Hi, everyone.
Hello,
Hi,
Geordie.
Hi, Julie, Dave.
Verwayne. Hello, all.
Hello, Verwin.
Hello, Vervain.
And I'll just make it simple. Hello to everybody in the chat.
Hello, Matt.
So,
Right. Well, the format for tonight is Horlicks is going to be doing the building. Adrian will be on the cameras, and Mark will be doing the chat, and I'll be doing issue 120, reading out the instructions, and Mark will be doing the instructions on issue 121, and then I'll be doing the chat after that. Okay.
so we've got a lot of bits to go through, haven't we?
Yeah, we have got a lot of bits to go through.
And just as I thought, I've already done enough screws today. I've got even more.
We've got a lot more to do. So, yeah, this is issue 120 then, first, Horlicks. And this is the last panel for the near side. Okay. The last panel is fitted to the near side of the model, and then trim strips are fitted around it. This panel fits over the wheel arch, and it should say the rear wheel arch at that. So you need the near side of the bus towards you, and the rear end of the near side.
Okay. was just looking for a Sharpie because I actually took a little tip from Penny yesterday, and she was marking on the plastic where everything was, and I think that's a brilliant idea.
What such a cool idea is that?
But I haven't got a Sharpie here, so that's that idea out the window. So I'm gonna have to just go with it. So
okay, so you ready for a parts check then?
yeah.
Okay, Peter, the parts supplied are 120A, and that's the side panel.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. And if we think back to last week, you got the London on the transfer, and this week you've got the transport for London transport. And you've got some more legal lettering on there as well, haven't you? And that means unladen weight 7 tons 500 weights, no pounds, and speed of 30 miles an hour.
Wow.
So that's your legal lettering. So unladen weight is 7 tons 500 weight and no pounds, and your speed is 30 miles an hour. When in actual fact, the bus could do far faster than 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I take it's metal, Horlicks.
Yeah. Metal.
Yeah.
Actual the other panels.
Yeah.
Nice and
Okay.
weighty.
Yeah. And okay, and then we'll move on to part B, and part B is a side strip marked A173.
Okay, so that could be any of these.
And that's got like an angle on the end of it. A short strip with 3 holes, and it's got an angle on the end.
Yeah. So I believe it might be this one, A173.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, so that's part B. And then we've got part C, which is side strip marked A174, and that's a little side strip with 2 holes in it.
That.
Yeah, 174, A174. Yeah, that's correct. And then we've got part D, which is side strip marked A164, and that's times 3. Okay, 164 times 3.
So there's 1. Oh, let's get out of there. Come on. A164. That's 2.
Yeah.
Come on. And 3.
Yeah, excellent. And then you've got part E, side strip marked A172 times 2. So there are four rolls in them. 2, 3, 4, 172. Yeah, that's correct. So there should be 2 of them, Horlicks.
Yeah, there's 1 more. 1 more here. There we go.
Yeah.
A172.
Jolly good. Then you've got part F, which is side strip marked A166. Okay, that's 3 holes, isn't it? Yeah, that's the one. And then you've got part G, which is side strip marked A169, and that's a longer one with an angle on the end. A169. A169, yes, that's correct. And it has an angle on one end, doesn't it? Yes. And I must apologise for my accent at this time, because angle sometimes means handle, and it's just our Yorkshire accent. So then we've got part H, which is side strip mat A170.
Yeah.
Ah, and that's the one that goes around the rear wheel arch. Yep, that's the one.
Bear with me 1 second, please.
Okay. Yeah, just while Horlicks is doing what he's doing here, I'll just tell you a little bit about me painting these parts on Christine's bus. When I got to the other side, the offside panels and strips, I often got confused with what was cream, what was green, and what was red. And believe you me, doing a step by step like that in the 4 different colours that Christine's bus was, it was rather difficult, I can tell you.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So then we've got side strip I marked A171.
Okay, I think that's this one here.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes in it.
A171.
171 part I. Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
And then we've got side strip J, which is A168.
A168. There we go.
Yep. There we're going. It should be quite a long one, that one. Yes, it
Yes,
is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 holes.
Goodness me. So then we've got part K, which is side strip mat A167.
And that's in this bag.
Ah, yes. It is. It's a small one with 2 holes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A167.
Yeah, that's correct. And then we've got a very funny side strip mat L, which is A164. And this one has a gold bit on the red paint. So A164, yeah, and it's got a gold, it's actually got gold T on it, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, and then we've got 2 lots of screws tonight, Horlicks. We've got NM screws, 1.5 by 3mm times 64 in red.
Oh my golly.
I know.
Right, let's get this out. Yeah, I'm not going to count them, but it looks a lot.
63, 64, yeah, it looks right.
Okay.
Yeah. 64 screws. Okay, and then we've got NM screws, 1.5 by 3mm times 2 in gold.
Nice.
Okay. So I bet you can guess where they're going.
Yes, so obviously we've had there's been some people changing these, haven't they, or repainting them.
Yes, they are, yeah.
But we'll see how we get on with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So with that mammoth amount of bits and pieces, we better crack on, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there any chat, Mark?
Yeah, there is. P4Chef20 says, since Penny is not here at present, haven't you finished that yet?
No, Horlicks, haven't you finished it yet? Why not?
It was my fault for going on about my mod, but
it's a good job we know everybody, isn't it? Right. Okay, so you're going to need your bus, Horlicks, on the near side, at the rear. And you tell me when you're ready.
right. Let's adjust the lights. Lights, camera, action.
Lights, camera, and action. Brilliant.
Hopefully, that's a nice view.
That's a beautiful view, is that? Yeah, we can see everything that's going on. Okay, so this is step. Oh, go on.
That's quite funny. I can see Dave on the bus.
Yeah, you can. Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Mark.
Hello. Can you see Mac? Through the window, that's it. You see Adrian?
Okay.
Right. Okay. So this is step one then, Horlicks. Step one is position the panel 120A so that it sits over the rear wheel arch against the frame 99A. On the right hand side, you will need to slip the panel under the lower end of the handrail 54C. The steps down the left hand edge of the panel match those in panel 119A. Ensure that the screw holes are aligned. Note, before fitting the panel 120A, ensure that all the screws in the frame 99A are fully tightened. So yes.
So yeah, I can see what it means here because we've got the handle.
Yeah.
And it sticks over the front, so we're going to have to carefully slip it
behind that. Yeah.
Behind that.
Yeah. And then might be wise to take a screwdriver, Horlicks, and just test the tightness of your frame. Because I think we did this on, was it Penny's bus? And I think we got a good few screws. Or was it last week we did this? I can't remember.
Right, let me get the other screwdriver. Yeah, that's a good.
We've got a good few turns, didn't we?
Yeah, I had. Yeah, on my front panel, I had that, didn't I?
Yeah.
It wasn't fitting,
and. Penny says, "Oi, I heard that. LOL."
No, that all seems okay.
Jolly good.
Those I don't want to do up any tighter because they're going into plastic.
Yeah.
These three that go into metal are solid.
Yeah, and I think the one over the joint's covered, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the only other thing to be aware of here is does your panel fit nice and snugly? And so you might want to go for a test fit before you actually do start screwing it on.
Yeah. So I'm going to feed that behind there.
Yeah, and we can't see to the left of what you're doing to the left. So you may need to reposition your camera a bit. That,
yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Right. So the first problem I can see is this strip here.
Yeah.
Is overhanging slightly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to remove that screw.
So it's a good job we didn't say straight away then just fit the panel, isn't it? So
yeah. And then I'll retest fit, see if I can get that in there.
And then I think you'll have to watch the bottom strip as well, or a strip near the bottom, but that's from experience.
Oh,
so you may have to put that back end in first and then manipulate the panel so that it goes against the other panel, or put the front end of the panel in first and manipulate it so it goes over the back. So
I'll just remove the other screw.
Yeah.
Just to make things a little bit easier. And then I can...
It's just a little bit awkward, is this step. Okay. So, have you got it behind that handrail?
Yeah, that's in.
Okay, and it's gone over your wheel arch, all right?
Yes, and that is all sitting into place.
And all the holes line up, do they?
Yeah.
Jolly good.
So I'm just going to refit.
Oh, that screw there, yeah. Okay.
these screws.
P40F20 says somebody had to say it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So we'll just let you do that, and then we'll move on to step 2.
Yeah, so now I've got them in, it's sort of holding that in place. So
Yeah. Okay, so we'll move on to step 2 then. Step 2 is holding the panel 120A in place. Position the wheel arch trim strip 120H marked A170 around the wheel arch. Fix in place with 10 red NM screws circled.
okay. So
excuse me.
lovely. So I'm going to opt to start for one of the screws at the top in the middle.
What? Must be some kind of emergency on somewhere.
There we go. Yeah.
Bless our emergency services, they do well. Supposed to be a clap tonight from them as well, won't they? All the key workers and emergency workers and NHS workers and everything else, isn't there? Supposed to be a clap for everybody tonight at 8 o'clock, I think, again, won't they?
I didn't hear anybody around here clapping.
No. Same here.
I think it's not as as well known as what it should really be. Was it a bell ring? Oh, yeah, Chris said it was a bell ring.
Right.
Okay. I thought it was a clap. It was quite interesting doing the NHS clap the first time around out this way, because when we open our back door, there's nothing but fields, so there was nobody to hear us.
No.
You could have clapped for the peas.
Yeah, could have done, yeah. So yeah, quite a few screws going around there, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's looking really, really good.
It's pulling that panel in all the time. The more screws you getting in there, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, are you happy with all them screws?
Yeah, very happy.
Jolly good. Okay, well, we'll go on to step 3 then. Step 3 is position strip 120J marked A168 along the top of the panel 120A beneath the lower deck windows. Check that all the screw holes are aligned. Fix in place with 10 red NM screws.
Okay, so that's along here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that way is definitely not going to fit because, as you can see, the holes are completely.
Yeah.
And
But
this
that
way
looks perfect.
Yes. So before I start that, I'm just going to load up the screwdriver.
Yeah. And have you got any specialist tips that you'd like to share with people about using these very tiny NM red screws?
Just to be really careful, really. Just take your time and don't go too mad with them.
Yeah.
I would say make sure you buy a screwdriver that works for you.
Yeah. I obviously, Mark introduced me to these wearers.
Yeah.
And I've definitely, since I've had these. This is the only ones I've used on this build since.
Yeah.
I think I introduced them to your Horlicks because you needed some long screwdrivers for the Terminator.
Yeah.
And I said, well, if you want to invest in some screwdrivers, try these. And yeah.
Yeah.
And I am looking for some spares. A bit like the Oreo I had, I bought another set, and I want another set of these. And I actually keep looking now and again for an actual set.
There is. I'll have to show it you later.
So yeah, I thought it'd be quite nice, but I couldn't find. I could find a set, but I couldn't find a set with a 000 in it.
Ah, right.
The one I saw only had 00 and 0.
Yeah.
So I may have obviously been looking at the wrong one. I went through quite a few, and yeah, I gave up in the end. So I thought, I can't find it. So whether I've got to buy another one of these separately, it's good to have a backup.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. That's it. And I see you using the Steve Owen method of putting the strips in as well, Horlicks, by just running your finger along the strip and pushing it further down as you're putting the screw in.
Yeah, and I'm trying that, but I've still got a few bulges here. You can see from the shadow.
Yeah, some strips are like that, I'm afraid. Yeah, and some work out better than others if you unscrew them and then tighten them back up again. It's as though some of the holes aren't exactly in the right place, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I can hear the tea trolley coming round.
Tea trolley, yeah.
I just heard clanging cups and mugs.
I wish.
Okay, that's that strip in.
Okay, jolly good. And you can see that it's pulling it in now even further, can't you? And it's getting flatter as the more screws you pop in. So we're on to step 4 already then. So step 4 is position strip 120L marked A164 vertically over the joint between the panels 119A and 120A. Check that the lettering London Transport matches up with and the screw holes are aligned. Fix the strip 120L in place with 2 red NM screws and 1 yellow one in the middle over the letter T circled.
Right, so I'm glad you've mentioned that, because I don't know if it's just me.
May need it moving a bit further that way.
Right.
That isn't level, but it's sitting in this perfectly. So
Yeah.
there's not going to be a lot I'm going to be able to do with that.
No. I was going to say, just move your camera over to the left a little bit if you can. That's it, yeah.
So as you can see,
yeah,
it's not quite level.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if is that panel seating right in the centre there, Horlicks. Right
It's,
up the centre there.
yeah,
No,
it's
where you
flat.
take it right further up.
Yeah.
Just where the middle of the T is.
Yeah.
Is that seating right there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's flat. It's in.
Okay. There's not an awful lot you can do about that.
I think Steve-O had the same problem.
Yeah.
So let's see what it looks like with this strip in.
Yeah. Because I believe that strip's gonna just sort of tidy it up a little bit. Oh yeah, I see.
More the left side panel is out, didn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. Just that fraction, doesn't it? Is there any possible chance you could slip that down slightly whilst you pop in a screw in? Not really. There's not a lot of improvement, is there?
Because we've put another 20 screws in to hold this.
Right,
Yeah.
Go on.
There's not really a lot I'm going to be able to do with that, but to the eye, actually, it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, if you was 2 or 3 foot off the vehicle, do you think that would be all right?
Yeah. See, it's difficult because you've got this print.
Yeah.
It's a shame they didn't design it slightly differently, where you had a panel here on this side, this is a complete panel, and then this a panel.
Yes, that would have been better.
Could have done that in one go.
Yes, that would have been better, wouldn't it? To get that replaced, though, Horlicks, you'd be talking of a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, to get that reproduced, that transfer.
Yeah. Okay, so
what I'm hoping is that once you do get the strip on and you step back from it a little bit, you may it may just blend in. Okay. Do you want to bring the chat up, Mark?
Yeah. Just one thing, really. Lucas 1945 says mine was the same. I just had to go with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do believe so, David. Hi, David. And yeah, I do believe mine was as well. So, yeah.
Right, so there is a wearer set with a PH000 in it.
right.
It's the creme de la creme of sets, but it's like 85.55.
Oh.
But we're talking professional electrician screwdrivers here.
Right. Okay, I'll have to have a look. Is that the only one with this one in?
Yeah, but when I look at it, I'm thinking I wish I had the money to buy that, because really, really nice. Oh, my word.
So, yeah, it says in here, check that the lettering London Transport matches up. It doesn't say if it doesn't, which is a bit sad. It's just, after asking you to check, said if it doesn't, but no. So that I've put the 2 red screws in, which just leaves the gold one in the middle.
Yeah, which is obviously one of them gold NM screws.
Penny would probably turn around and say to you, Horlicks, it makes your bus more unique.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks okay. It just looks like the T's got a bit of a slant on it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's a bit off-putting, really, isn't it? It's not 100%, but
and I can actually see what you mean now by the gold screw.
Yeah,
it is a bit of an eyesore.
Yeah, and that's probably because it's not leaf gold. It's just bright gold. Should be gold leaf. I think Steve made a screw black, and he just painted the very centre of the screw gold leaf.
Yes.
I do believe once he got the screw in. So,
thing is, it's buying a pot of paint for that, or the gold leaf.
yeah, I mean, you know, when I was doing Christine's bus, obviously I was using a lot of gold leaf paint, and so when it came to the red one, you know, I just had that little drop of paint to do that, so it made no difference to me. But yes, buying a £3.50, £4 pot of paint just for that is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah.
Maybe I could ask Steve nicely if he could paint me a screw.
Whoa, that'd be good. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we digress. So that is that done.
Yeah. So that's step 4 done. Step 5 is position the fair strip 120D marked A164 vertically below the lower deck windows as shown, so that the screw holes are aligned with the holes in the panel 120A. Fix in place with 3 red NM screws circled. Yep, that's the one.
Okay, so that seems to fit nicely there. And all the holes do line up. So, did you send the link to me, Mark?
I'm going to do in a second. Oh, Adrian's found another set, actually, that's got it in. Yeah, I'll send you both.
How exciting. I'm spending too much money.
No, Mark, just send him the expensive one.
Just send him the expensive one?
Yeah. I've always sent you the one I sent you, sort of thing.
Ah, right, okay. Okay.
I've just bought a new iPhone as well. Right then, that is that stripping.
Excellent, excellent. And we'll go to step 6 then. And step 6 is the 2 remaining strips, 120D, marked A164, fit vertically near the platform as shown. Check that the screw holes are aligned and fix each strip in place with 3 red NM screws circled. So yeah, them 2 strips going down in line with the handle.
Lucas 1945 says, "Hi Dave, I also found that the screw turns down a bit after a while, not too bad."
Yeah, I agree with you there, David. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
The screw tones down, what, as in daylight?
Yeah, it blends in a bit better once it's, you know, been out in the packet, been out in the fresh air a bit, and you don't notice it so much when you're walking away from your model. See, at the moment, you're working very, very close to your model. And so
well, yeah.
when
I turn up the light, you can't really tell.
You know, if you was glancing at that model from three feet away, you know, your eyes wouldn't probably go to that bit. They would, because you know it's there. But somebody strange looking at your model, they'd just say, "Wow, that just looks fantastic."
As we found out when we met up that day.
Yeah, we did. When we met up, Steve brought his bus along, and we was just, wow, just fabulous. and you know the person that passed his bus was just over the moon with it, wasn't he? It was just, he couldn't believe what he was seeing.
We lost you when that guy turned up, Dave. He was shouting your name, but you still weren't listening. You were fixated.
Oh, I'm using the wrong strip.
I get so used to talking to people who have got a like-minded interest, and yeah, it's the way you can pass information across to people and about different things, history, and all that sort of thing. And it's the way you gain information as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Go P40 F20. I'm not singing. Dave, he needs to hear your voice.
Okay. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those cuckoos rolling, rawhide.
We've got Curtis Graham. Good evening, guys. Hope you are doing well. A few issues to go, Horlicks. Keep up the good work.
Hello, Curtis. Thanks for joining
Hello,
us.
Curtis.
We've got Mike Tedstone. Hi, all.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Mike.
Now, Mikey, a couple of builds ago, you asked about if there's anything out there, part works like a nitro car. If you go over to Model Space, they actually do a few nitro cars because I've built 2 of them. I built the Red Bull Racer and I also built the Hummer. If you wanted to do one, I would definitely go for the Hummer. It is a fantastic model.
I was going to say that Hummer of yours is well impressive.
Yeah. And they're, you know, week by week, build a bit of more of it.
Yeah.
And they do work when they're done.
You managing Horlicks?
Yes, I'm just going to see if I can get rid of one of my extra long NM screws in this hole.
I've just been brought a lovely, nice cup of tea by my lovely wife. Thank you very much, darling.
Okay, that is those 3 in. Well, those 2.
Okay, so we'll move on to step 7. Step 7 is take strip 120G marked A169 and position it horizontally below the transport lettering as shown. Note that the angled end of the strip fits against the wheel arch trim strip 120H. Check that the screw holes are aligned and fixed in place with 6 red NM screws. Strip 120I marked A171 fits near the lower edge of the panel 120A. When screw holes are aligned, fix in place with 5 red NM screws. So in this issue, Horlicks, you've got 2 strips, one under the weired transport with the angled end towards the rear wheel, and another one lower down.
So that's the one with the cutout, which will go up here.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect fit.
Brilliant.
Mike Tedstone says, okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Mike.
P40F20 said, had a different song, but it was too long for the chat.
Thank you.
David Bassett says, this is coming along nicely, Horlicks. Great work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
P40F20 says, you need some refreshment, Dave, after gracing us with your golden tones.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but a rather exciting day. Rather busy day as well. So, but yeah.
To be revealed on the 17th.
Yeah, it will be revealed on the 17th. It definitely will. So, along with a lot more other things on the 17th.
Did you do you have to do vocal warm-ups before you come on? salt water and
Yeah.
la 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 la.
No, what I usually do when I'm testing the mic, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And then I get a shout from the other room saying, "Can you only count up to 4?"
Normally, when Dave comes in on things, it's he comes in as oh hang on a minute. I had it in my head and now it's gone. Oh, this bloody thing. That's what we normally hear. There.
Okay. And me and technological things don't get along.
Mike Tesson can only see Red Bull Racer 1.7 full kit. Ooh. Model space are changing the way they're doing things at the moment, so let's see.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the update on my my order. As well. I'm not going to chase it yet. They did reckon in the middle of Jan, but
Okay.
Yeah, Red Bull Racer, page 2.
okay, we seem to have a rogue hole there.
Yes, as though it's not drilled properly. Is that right?
Yeah.
I had one exactly the same, Horlicks.
Was it that one?
Yes, it was. It was in exactly the same place, and I had to poke it through with, you know, we've got that little prodder thing that you try and poke it through with something like that.
Right.
Okay, so let me try and locate my prodder.
Yeah.
And locate my iPhone. So I can get a torch.
Yeah. Okay. Just see if you can prod a hole through.
Right, I might have to remove this again.
Okay.
Just so I can see what's going on behind there.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I just literally prodded mine through like that and it went no problem, but there was a bit of force I had to put through it, but it was as though it wasn't drilled right the way through.
I mean, I do have a Dremel.
Yeah.
Model space never ceased to surprise me.
Oh, what's happened?
You can't do the Hummer again on a monthly basis. It's only coming up as a full kit.
Oh my God.
The only one you can do on a monthly basis is the Lamborghini Hurricane, but that's out of stock. I'm gone down in my eyes, really.
It's like the delay in postage. I mean, that's horrendous, isn't it?
It is.
Enjoy Horlicks?
No.
Oh.
Well, I paid something on the 7th of December.
And you still haven't received it?
Yeah, correctly.
Okay, so the problem with this is I could probably drill this out. But it's not going to be a threaded hole.
I think his screw might tap a thread in it, but
I haven't got myself. I haven't got a tap. However, I could, as long as the screw goes in.
Yeah, you could glue it in, I suppose.
I'm just setting up my Dremel.
I just popped out that little bit of block there, which needed a bit of force to push it out. But having said that, and then I popped the screw in and it held it fine. But they could be different, couldn't they? So.
I mean, the only thing I haven't got anything to. It's like I need a punch or something.
Yeah, that's it. It's a very fine punch or a nail, very tiny nail or something. Sound brutal now, don't we? With punches and nails and.
Yeah.
There is, Mike Tedstone, there is the Russian tank. That's remote control. That's $59.99 a month. Oh, heck. Actually, Builders Adrian's doing the tank.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
That's okay. You want to bring that chat up?
Yeah. Lucas1945 says, have you got a pointy file?
Yes.
Yeah, you could try twizzling the point of a file in it, but just be very careful not to break your file off in it, Horlicks.
Okay, let me just. I'm just setting up the Dremel in case.
Okay.
There we go. So I've got a.
Yeah.
But I'll try that first because I'd rather not drill it out.
Yeah.
Let's fly. So I've got a file. I could use the file and a hammer.
I think it might break that, Horlicks, because files will be brittle.
No. Really not wanting to budge.
No, it doesn't, does it? Have you got a centered point that you can start your Dremel off with? Yeah.
I've got a.
It just literally would take 2 seconds, wouldn't it, with that? Oh. Is that a bit bent?
Yeah.
Is that a bit smaller than the normal hole? Or is it about the same size?
About the same. Maybe I need a slightly smaller one.
If you've got a slightly smaller one, then that might not rake all your threads out then.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've sort of wanted an excuse to use this because I haven't really used it yet. It was one of them quick, like, impulse buys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong fitting. From Aldi.
From Aldi, right.
Parkside.
Yeah.
David Bassett says, at P40 20 always reminds me of the scene from the film Blues Brothers when they perform Rawhide in a bar full of country and western fans. LOL.
Oh, hi.
Well, our bin got emptied today, the first one since the new year.
Really?
Christmas, yeah.
Our brown bin's due tomorrow.
I won't mind, it was a recycling bin. I need the other bin opening, emptying.
Yeah. Is it taking anything out, Horlicks?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, just let it go slowly, because then hardly any pressure, because you end up snapping the drill. Oh, it's going, yes. So careful and so gentle. Yeah. Ah. We're all holding our breath here. There's some coming out of it. Be very careful that it doesn't snag once it gets through, Horlicks. Oh, I wonder how much you can get in there now. Wow. Super impressive. Gently does it.
I think I'm just trying to see how much I need, because it doesn't need to go all the way in.
You only need about 3 mil, don't you? Something like that.
Need a little bit more.
It's definitely working, isn't it?
There's quite a lot coming out there.
Yeah, there is. God blimey. Yeah, there is a lot coming out. Try it at that.
Yeah, that should be enough. So let me try a screw in there.
Okay. Do you want to try bring up that chat, Matt?
Bit of a rubbish subject, but we had a bin collection on Monday, normally a Thursday, and this week it's now on Saturday, and following week it's on Friday. But eventually going back to normal Thursday. Talk about confusing.
Horlicks, you are a genius.
Who needs a Dremel?
Yeah, Horlicks, you are a genius. If that was me, the driller would have snapped in.
You know,
That's really good. This was only 17 quid from Aldi.
That's brilliant.
Parkside Dremel.
Yeah.
And it comes with a box with all the gear in it, sanding blocks, cutters, everything.
Wow.
Nah, you can't tell I've been in there.
No. Apart from the dust on your David Buckingham base, but that'll soon over off.
Right, there we go.
Okay, jolly good. Jolly good, sure. So we're now on to step 8 then, Horlicks. Step 8 is fit the strip 120F marked A166 vertically over the lower part of the seam between the panels 119A and 120A, fixed in place with 3 red NM screws circled, and then strip 120K marked A167 is positioned over the seam at the bottom of the side panels as shown, fixed in place with 2 red NM screws circled. So yeah, directly below the T again, all the way down. Oh, we're nearly there. So we would have been well stuck without that Dremel then.
Yeah.
Because that little hole wasn't punching out very far, was it?
No.
No.
It was still drilling. I think it was just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was an impulse buy. But I thought I might need that one day. I must have already,
Preempted it, yes.
Yeah, I must have had a premonition that I was going to need it.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad. Because at least I've used it once and I've had my money out of it now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like a waste.
No.
Okay, I'm not happy about that. So I'm just going to loosen them off, push that from the bottom, and then retighten.
Yeah.
And that's done the job. That's nice and smooth now.
Excellent.
Okay.
So that's step 8 sorted. So step 9, strips 120E marked A172 are positioned vertically. Fit the first one in front of the wheel arch. Check that the screw holes are aligned with the holes in the panel 120A and fix in place with 4 red NM screws circled. Fix the second strip 120E down beside the platform opening and fix in place with 4 red NM screws. Okay. And I've got to say, by the end of this stage, Horlicks, you really do stand back and admire your bus, because it's now got all the panels filled in on that side.
Yeah.
And it makes such a difference. It really does. Because for months on end now, we've been looking at framework of the bus, not all panels. And it's only recently that you've got all the panels on that side. And it'll catch your eye wherever it is in your room. You'll be always looking at it and thinking, wow, I built that.
And it just so happens that this is actually the side I display on the top of my unit. So it's always going to look like a completed bus.
Yeah, it is. We haven't lost you, have we, Horlicks?
Don't tell me one of his housemates has reset the
Could have done.
the router.
I think we've lost him for a second.
Yeah.
It's not gone off yet, I don't think so. Wouldn't be a Routmaster stream without a technical difficulty or two.
Well, it happened to Penny last night, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it's happened now to Horlicks.
Yeah. Although it hasn't gone yet, according to my thing, but let's see. No. He may well have gone. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah. So
let's go to that view.
Picture of all of us. Yeah, why not? Yeah, well, I mean, we can talk about anything then, can't we?
Yeah.
I was saying about your bus. Once you've got that near side done, you can either look at it from the front, looking down the near side, or look at it from the back, looking down the near side. And it looks like a completed actual bus, doesn't it? Even though you haven't got the offside panels on. It looks really, really impressive. And really, once Horlicks gets all these panels on, there'll only be, the odd detail bit to put on once all the panels are on. Do you want to bring up some chat, Mark?
Yeah, so Dave it says interlude.
Yeah, interlude. Ice creams and chocolate ices and things, yeah.
And Penny's Pit Stop says, Dave, you must be getting used to holding the fort, LOL.
Oh, yes. Yeah, rather used to that. Yeah, it's not a big problem. I can remember when it first happened to all of us, though, and we was like, oh, what do we say? What do we say next? And especially you, Mark, you was quite funny on that.
I'm kind of used to it now, but yeah, that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone gradually disappearing, you think, what's going on here?
Yeah, I had my baptism of lives like that night.
Yeah, terrible that was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Love Mini says, caution, Routmaster knocks out internet connections.
It does, yeah. It does quite frequently with us.
And David Bassett says, caramel wafer time.
Caramel wafer time. Oh, look what I've got.
I've just had something sweet. I can't have anything more sweet.
Well, Dave, I think I got more than one of you got.
Oh, you've beat me now. You've trumped me, as you say. Yeah.
It's bad to know that Adrian's going out specifically to buy caramel wafers.
It is, yeah.
No, I got to do other things at the same time.
I think I might set up a Facebook group, Caramel Wafer Lovers or something. Caramel Wafer Appreciation Society.
Yeah. But just see, Horlicks is coming. Horlicks isn't back yet, so no, he must have gone for a full.
Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do the schedule.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Because there'll be a lot of people watching at the moment, won't they?
So, hang on a minute. Penny's just put, Mark, was it a Caramac? Yeah.
Caramac. Yeah, I love Caramac.
Okay, so tomorrow we have Horlicks again. He's doing his Spitfire issues 5 and 6.
Wow.
That's at 8 o'clock. Saturday, I don't believe there is anything on Saturday. No, I think Horlicks says he wasn't going to do anything.
Okay.
Sunday is me, actually, Spitfire 41 to 42 on my channel at 8 o'clock.
Brilliant.
And then on Monday, we have Chris Camplin, and he's doing Terminator 91 to 92. That's at 8 o'clock on his channel. And then on Tuesday, we have Build with Adrian, Terminator 93 to 94.
Work.
And that's at 7:30 on Build with Adrian. And then on Wednesday, we have at 2 o'clock the Paint with Diamonds show with Yorkshire Crafter and Penny's Pit Stop. So that's 2 o'clock, and that's streamed on both their channels. And then Wednesday later on, well, it's Penny Day. It's the Partwork show, and Penny will be doing Routmaster 108. Has that been updated? What did she do yesterday? I've forgotten.
I've forgotten as well.
106 and 107.
Right, yeah, definitely a Routmaster 108 then. That's confirmed that. Thursday, there doesn't seem to be anything in there right now.
Okay.
But there will be.
There will be, yes.
There will be something in there because, well, simple. My Routemaster's not going to be on for a while. So
Right.
I'm going to give Horlicks Thursday nights, let him have a weeknight,
Okay.
have it on permanent. And if I need to do my Routemaster, I can always do it on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
So we all need a weeknight because, I mean, Fridays and Saturdays, some people go, well, I can't go out at the moment, but people are busy doing things and whatnot.
Cool.
So I'm just going to say, Horlicks, you take it.
Yeah. Well, this lockdown malarkey is going on and on and on, isn't it? So, all we can hope and do is to provide something for you guys to watch out there.
Yeah,
you know, gives you something to look forward to, something different, something to talk about differently, other than the nasty things that's happening at the moment.
you see, I brought Thursday in as just a special of my bus.
Yeah.
And we started to get viewing figures, and it was like, okay, maybe this might be a good idea because of a certain other YouTuber that's on a Thursday night. We thought we won't get anybody watching, but what we find is our viewers are different to his viewers.
Yes.
So, and we can entertain you on a Thursday.
Well, everybody's building something slightly different, aren't we? So, you know, which is rather good. There's a bit more chat. Yeah,
so P40F20 says, did you bring enough caramel wafers for everybody? LOL.
No.
I'm surprised P40 hasn't said, can you send me some caramel wafers?
Yeah, I'm surprised about that,
yeah. David Bassett, just need the gallery music from the late Tony Hart's Vision of Children TV series. That's what it was.
Yeah, and Morph.
Yes, Morph.
Could do with Morph.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, heck.
Penny's Pit Stop says, yes, it is updated.
Okay.
David Bassett said, much appreciated, Dave, and all of you. These live builds and your channels have been a godsend.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much for that. And we do try, we do try. So, there'll be a lot of different things coming on my channel shortly. A lot of surprises. So keep an eye out for my channel. I'm going live on I think it's the 17th, isn't it?
Yeah.
17th of January. So there's a little while yet before I come on. But for all you that's interested in the buses and all the things that I'm going to be doing in the future for 2021, keep an eye out for the 17th. Sorry. Yeah.
Lucas 1945 says, yes, I find the shows do help. Yeah. I mean, a year ago, I wasn't even in live shows. I wasn't even live building, to tell you the truth. And then I met people, and I met other people through other people, and said some obscenes on a Routmaster 104. And
snowball from there, didn't it?
Yeah. I know I got this. Who the heck is this guy?
Yeah, we did.
But you know me, that's just my witty humour.
Yeah.
And you thought you wouldn't be invited back again.
Yeah. But that is just my humour. That's just the way. You guys know I'm like that in real life. You know, I'll just drop one and you'll just be all, Laughing their heads off. Penny's Pit Stop says, the way you are going, Dave, say you will have a #1 channel on the whole of the YouTube. I got that, yeah.
I don't know about that, Penny. I got that many subscribers.
Mark, have you messaged Horlicks seeing if he knows about you've dropped
Yeah.
out? Question is, you might really think you're still online and.
Apparently, internet dropped.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just see if he's trying to get back on.
Yeah. Yeah, just bear with us, folks, and we'll try and get the show back on the road, and we'll try and do what we can.
Hopefully, get it back on track again.
Yeah, hopefully. So.
David Bassett says you're going to have to tilt your windmill, Don, Dave. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was hoping to do it.
If Horlicks can't get back on, we can end it. We can end the stream, because
we can, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's the way we've logged in.
Yeah.
We have the power, you know. So.
Yeah, but technical things happen.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
so your catch-up is definitely 17th, Dave.
17th, yeah.
It's the only red block I'm seeing on this schedule.
Right, okay. We've got them all colour-coded now, haven't we?
Yes, we have, which is so much easier.
Yeah.
Just makes life easy for us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll have to, I don't want to be too regular.
Oh, he's back.
Is he coming back? Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh,
you're back,
drama. There's always something on a stream. The internet dropped, it went off, and then everyone came because Michelle upstairs was on a conference call as well, and I think she was on a Zoom, and we all came and we met each other at the router because obviously it all went off, and
you was all going, what?
We reset it 3 times and it just kept blinking orange, but it's all right at the moment.
Right.
Okay. Right.
Horlicks, we've done the schedule.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we've done some filling in. So I've forgotten where we was. I think we was on step 9.
Step 9.
Step 9, yeah.
Yeah, I've done this one, and then I think I can't remember what I was talking about before it dropped off.
No, I can't remember what I was talking about neither. So if
you do the rear one below the handle, I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I've got to do that one.
Oh, yeah, you've got to do that one, right? Okay, so check that the screw holes are aligned with holes in the panel 120 and fix in place with 4 red NM screws, which you've done, and fix the second strip 120E down beside the platform opening and fix in place with 4 red NM screws.
David Bassett says, welcome back, Horlicks.
Yes, welcome back. You see, they've had enough of us already, you see, so...
It's just mad that every stream...
Yeah.
someone loses the internet.
Yeah.
I do 121 Horlicks just in case it drops again.
See how it goes. I mean, we've reset it. We actually unplugged it from the wall, did everything. So, I'm guessing it could just be because of the amount of people using their internet at the moment with lockdown and everything.
Yeah, lockdown and schools and all that malarkey. You've only got 1 step to go left anyway on this issue.
Yeah,
it should be all right. I'm quietly confident it'll be all right now. Okay, so that is that bit done.
Yeah. Okay,
so now we're on to step 10.
Yeah, step 10, Journey 10. So we've got strip 120B marked A173. Fits horizontally between the wheel arch and the platform. Note that the angled end fits against the wheel arch. Fix in place with 3 red NM screws. And then finally, strip 120C marked A174 fits along the lower edge of the panel 120A. When screw holes are aligned, fixed in place with 2 red NM screws.
Right, so with this top one, you have to sort of fit it in behind the handle.
Yeah, I had exactly the same with mine.
Which is nice. That went in.
Lucas 1945 says, after a few years of internet, I have had more trouble in the last week. Never had this before.
Oh dear, sorry to hear that, David. Sorry to hear that indeed.
It's because of the demand now again, like previously in lockdown. The demand is so high on the internet.
Yeah.
And the price of webcams has gone up again.
Yeah, you've got school children now doing all the lessons online.
Yeah.
And then you've got people working from home, which would probably no doubt, most of them would be interacting with other folks in meeting rooms and such like, whereas they're now meeting people online, aren't they?
Yeah, it just proves to show, though, that our internet framework cannot handle this, and it needs to be improved.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I agree.
They need to put new cabling up to match it because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to a BT engineer that came once, and he was saying that the plan was they were trying to get fibre to everyone's houses directly, but obviously they're going to have to spend millions because each of the poles needs something on the top of them or something.
Yeah.
And they're a lot of money, so they're just not willing to do it. But
yeah,
maybe he said maybe in the next 20 years we might have something like that. We need to get Virgin down there.
So do we. If I have Virgin, I'll be happy.
We can't get that at all down here, so
no, either can we at the minute.
You can't even get mains gas down where you are, Dave.
No, you can't. Sometimes you can't get mains electric, never mind gas.
Right, that's that done.
Okay, and that must be the end of the build and of issue 120, and you're now on to the finished views.
Lovely. And that is what we are looking like.
Yeah, it is. Superb. Absolutely superb. Well done, Horlicks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the finished views. And coming in issue 121 of Build the Classic Routemaster is another panel for the outside of the bus is supplied and fitted to the offside of the upper deck.
What?
Ding, ding.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Okay, and with that, I'll hand over to Mark, and if he's going to do issue 121, we'll make a start on it.
It looks like it's not quite as much.
Oh, you'll fly through this. It'll be easy.
Okay, so
You're going to need to turn the bus around.
Turn the bus around.
And at this point, Horlicks, you've got to say, any more fares, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
I nearly had my heart skipped a beat yesterday when Penny said when she moved her bus back onto the side.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. She said, oh, no, it's gone over the edge. And I was like, no.
No, we were thinking, no.
So when Penny does that, oh, no. It's like,
yeah.
No. Oh, no.
Your heart skips a beat when she says it.
It does, yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so here we go. This is this side of the bus.
Okay, so 121. The next panel for the offside of the upper deck. We continue fitting the outer panels to the upper deck and fixing trim strips around the panels. Ready for a parts check?
Yes, let me just open this up. Oh. What was that?
Oh. Did you lose something?
I think it was a loose. I think it was a screw that escaped. Oh, there it is. The screw came out of the bag. Okay.
Okay. So 121A is side panel. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. 121B is side strip marked A197B, and it's you should have two of them.
Oh yeah. Well, you can see anything. That's a 197B.
Yeah.
There we go. You can see, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 121C is side strip marked A184, and there should be two of them as well.
Yeah, there's one. And two.
Yeah. Okay. Next one is 121D, and that's side strip marked A163.
Yeah, that's this one.
Yeah. Okay. Part 121E is side strip marked A167B, and there should be two of them. That's the small cream ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then you need 121F, which is side strip marked A167C times 2.
Okay, there's one.
Yeah. Okay. And then next is 121G, and that is side strip marked A189M. Okay. And then next you should have NM screws. Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead here. Yeah. Right, so it should have NM screws 1.5 times 3 millimeters times 50 red.
Yes.
Yeah. And then next is NM screws 1.5 times 3 millimeter times 5 cream.
And yeah, I've got 5 cream. 2 of them look nicer than 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Step 1. Take the panel 121A and position it against the frame at the front of the offside of the upper deck. You will have to slide the panel in so that it is beneath the free ends of strip 111D and strips 111C. Note that the strips at 111C run along the edges of the cream band. Check that all the screw holes in panel 121A are aligned, some aligned with the holes in the frames and others with holes in the strips.
Okay. This is my wiring from earlier, which I've taped up in there.
Okay.
And yeah, this is where those two wires come through, so I need to be extra careful with them.
Yeah.
When I'm screwing this up. And I've left the lights on because I want to make sure that when I'm screwing this in, I don't do something silly and drive through a wire. Because, yeah, I shouldn't do because they're coming through there. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, I've got to carefully slide this into position. Okay.
Okay. Step 2. Holding the panel 121A in place, fit 4 red NM screws circled through strip 111D through the panel and into the frame behind. In the same way, fix the ends of the 2 strips 111C in place using 4 red NM screws to fix each strip circled.
Okay. Can't believe how close we are to finishing.
Mm. When Steve was doing his, on the near side bit, he had no problems with things lining up. But as soon as he moved to the offside, he really did have problems with things like the panels not lining up.
Yeah. Was it this side at the rear that there was an issue as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be absolutely fine, but once this panel's on, I won't have to worry about that blinker at the front.
No.
Just checking the door because it looked a bit precarious there.
Mm.
I absolutely love my handiwork with them lights. I'm so pleased they're working.
Yeah.
So good, Horlicks. It really is so good.
Okay, that's them in.
Okay. Step 3. Take strip 121D marked A163 and position it along the lower edge of panel 121A above the windows of the lower deck. Note that it is not symmetrical as it extends to the driver's window on the right hand end of this view. Fix in place with a total of 11 red NM screws circled.
Okay. That's a bit strange.
What's up?
It fits, but there's a big gap. Let me see.
Yeah, that's right. It extends over the door pillar. You move your camera to the left a little bit.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh.
Whoa!
I think me and Mark's going to end up on the floor here.
So can you see?
Yes, that's how it is.
That is. Will that? Obviously, when you screw that in, it's gonna. Do I just do it loosely to keep it flat, straight, or do I do it as hard as it goes and bend it inwards?
Well, see if it'll bend inwards, but just take it nice and steady, Horlicks, because that's the way the strip goes.
Right.
I think you won't be able to turn the bus around now, but there is one similar to the other side. In fact, there's 2 or 3 similar.
That's the thing. You don't want to talk when you're putting these screws in because you don't want to startle.
Yeah.
And then your screwdriver slips.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few
I would
times.
tighten that up into the last. Just do that one up loosely. Do all the rest up tight.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Couple of bits of chat, Dave.
Okay, a couple of bits of chat was Dave Mack saying I've got Virgin broadband and it keeps going down. Okay, and Lucas 1945 says yes, I had trouble with the offside. It was not strong enough to push it together. Had to use a sash clamp and cardboard. Worked a treat. Wow. Yeah, it's going now, isn't it? What that strip does, Horlicks, it's just like a continuation strip, and I think can't remember if the bottom one's the same under the windows. I haven't got my buses to hand to look at them because we've put them away for decorating. So
They're at the vault at the Bank of England.
yeah.
I was going to say, you said they're away for redecorating. You're not painting them again, are you?
No.
You're trying to change them and do 3 completely different ones now.
Oh no! I've had enough of painting them, thanks.
It's just moved them to the Bank of England vault.
Yeah, just so that they're safe and out the way of my house decorating.
They were going to Hatton Garden vault, but they were like, no, that can be broken into.
Yeah.
I think I'm safe now. I've still got blinkers.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Actually, no, I'm not quite safe yet because I've still got to put the ones down here.
Yeah.
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 Especially those cream ones I'm really worried about.
Yeah.
But anyway, right, that is that in. I
Okay.
don't know what to do with this M1. I think that's actually gone quite tight. I
Yeah.
might. Okay, no, that's fine. Leave that like that.
Jolly good.
Okay, so step 4. Take the strip 121G marked A189M and fit it along the upper edge of panel 121A beneath the windows of the upper deck, ensuring that the screw holes are aligned. Fix in place at the right hand end with 4 red NM screws circled. One at a time, position the strips 121C marked A184 above and below the cream bland, checking that the screw holes are aligned. Fix the right hand ends of these strips in place with 5 red NM screws circled. Leave the left hand ends of the strips unattached at this stage.
Okay. So, we seem to have a little bit of an alignment issue now. I think they will go. But I don't think it's going to be easy. So let's just see what happens. So that went in, but I'm having to start these sideways.
Yeah, I had a few panels like that, Horlicks, and it's like as Lucas 1945 was saying, on the off side, it didn't seem to align exactly like the near side did, and as you got closer to the back, and a few people have said about this, that when the panels are very close to the back end of the bus, the alignment seems to be a big problem. And Steve had problems with it, and he had to file a few panel ends so that they would sit a bit better. And I think he had to drill a couple of holes as well. So just be aware of that some of these panels may not be as good fit as what the near side was. But all being well, it should work out all right in the end. It's not too bad because I think they've actually lined themselves up a bit better as they've gone in, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, you can tell by.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah.
That one. They seem no, they don't. They're even worse.
I think as you screw more in, Horlicks, it might sort of correct itself.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but always be aware that that panel maybe should have been test fitted first, as there may have been a slight alignment of paint thickness on the frame behind it, and that could throughout your build, but only very, very marginally.
Okay, so let's move on to these two then. Oh, wow. It is 184, isn't it, for the cream bands?
Yes.
Have you tried putting that on the bottom strip, Horlicks? See if it makes any difference.
Oh yeah, it's a bit better. I think it's because of the frame underneath it. I'm looking at. What? Let's want him. Yeah, because these bottom ones are going in okay.
Okay.
And straight.
Yeah.
It's these top ones that are way out, actually.
Dave?
Yeah.
Are you able to take over? Because I'm going to have to get off. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
He's on step 4.
That's okay.
Okay. So I'm going to have to say good night, everybody, because my youngest is going to bed. So.
Okay. Do you want to go?
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night, Horlicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care, Mike.
Bye.
Good night now. All right. Step 4, we're on, are we? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're doing the above and below the cream band, aren't you?
Yeah, so I've still got to do the other one.
Yeah.
Which I'm really not looking forward to.
Okay. Well, don't forget that you can turn it over. And then it might be worthwhile also continuing it along and seeing what holes line up further along the strip once you get that in, because the holes are there in the framework. It's just that you won't have the panel. And we've got Julie saying, yeah, no night, everyone. So no night, Julie.
Actually, they are going in.
They are
do it at an angle.
And they are going in.
But once I've put it at the angle and then brought it round, there's a bit of a knack to it.
Yeah. Right. Lucas45 says, yeah, where the cramp came in handy, it lined all the holes up. And the while lot is held together on the last screw at the back. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. I had a similar problem on one of mine that didn't line up entirely right at the very back, and but with a little bit of patience and a little bit of loosening off of a few panels and screws, I managed to get it lined up as best as I could. But I think Steve, Yeah, Steve Owen, he had some problems at the back there and had to drill some holes and what have you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going off any worse than it was, but you can tell they're not quite right. So I'm going to have to carry on going at an angle and then pulling it round.
That's right, yeah.
But it is, they actually went in without too much hassle. So
yeah, jolly good.
I think we should be all right.
Okay, so is that step 4 done?
But I do have a Dremel if the worst comes.
Yeah, you do, which does work as well. So yeah, are you going to tape them ends of the strips down?
Yes, I would do. I'm just, my mod wires are decided to poke out.
Ah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right then. Where is my tape gone?
I don't know.
I had it earlier. Oh, it is.
Yeah, there it is. Jolly good. There we are. And then you won't catch them then, will you? Till the next issue? Okay. So we're moving on to step 5 then.
Okay.
Okay, so step 5 says take the 2 strips 121F marked A167C. These are positioned vertically between the strips that have been fitted above the first window on the off side of the lower deck. Fix each in place with 2 red NM screws circled. So they're red strips, Horlicks, with 2 screws in the meat, just below the yellow strip and above the window.
So one there and one there.
Yeah, that's it. And we've got Christine saying that says, good night, Julie. And that's the chat brought up so far. So yeah, these are, you've got a really good knack of getting these in, Horlicks, if I may say so, because I struggle with these on the smaller strips that go in the strip above there, that go in the cream strip. And I think it was Tony Evans said there's a little trick you can use on this, and that is if you get the strip and you put the screw through the strip with a good magnetized screwdriver, you can get to hold them in place while you pop the strip and the screw in, more or less all in one go. Anyway, I tried that, and one of my screwdrivers wasn't quite magnetized enough to do that, but I changed over to one of the original Routmaster screwdrivers, and the magnetization was really strong. And I thought, oh, I'll try that trick that Tony Evans said about, and it worked. It worked perfectly.
Yeah, and that's sort of what I've been doing with the wearer.
Yeah. Mark Mod says, I'm back. I'm on my phone downstairs. Okay, Mark, enjoy the rest of the show. Okay, so that's step 5 done then. Step 6 is take the side strips 121B marked A197B. These are positioned vertically in line with the strips 121D fitted in the previous step. Check that the screw holes are aligned and fix the ends of the strips 121B in place with red NM screws circled. Only the ends of the strips are fixed at this stage, leaving the 2 holes free in each strip. And I seem to remember a conversation last night with you and Penny that I'd left some screws out of a center strip somewhere, or you thought I'd left some screws out. for my adverts. Well, in actual fact, Horlicks, them 2 screws where the adverts go, you don't put any screws in there.
Right. Yeah.
So even though they've got screw holes in and threads and everything, you don't happen to put screws in the center ones where the adverts go. And I think it's Hachette, they've had a rethink over the adverts, because if you look at the original issue number 1, the pamphlet that we got in there, it actually shows screws that go through the adverts and into them strips, and they are colored screws. So, and I think Hachette in the wisdom have looked at this again and thought, no, we'll just have it so that the advert goes and there's no screws across. We'll make sure that the advert is extra sticky.
Yeah.
And then it won't go anywhere. So yeah, I think that's what they've done.
Plus, you might find that beading is actually somewhere else, but they use all 4 holes up.
Yeah, they use all 4 holes up further along, don't they, nearer the edge of the bus. And
it's basically, you find, what's the point creating another tool, basically creating a strip with just 2 holes in? It's basically far cheaper. Right, okay, we got that template, just punch them all out, then don't get anyone put screws in.
Yeah, that's correct. So you've done step 6 then, Horlicks?
Yep.
Okay. So on to step 7. And step 7, we're nearly there. So the 2 short cream strips, 121E marked A167B, fit across the cream band on panel 121A, in line with the strips fitted in steps 5 and 6. Fix each strip in place with 2 cream NM screws circled. I think it's going to be a sad day when we all finish this bus, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so that's one M.
Okay.
And then the other one. Right. This is where if the blinker's going to go out, it's going to go out when I screw these in.
Well, we'll just ask all the audience now to cross everything you can.
Oh, that one's a bit stiff. What's going on?
Just keep everything crossed and hope for the best, Horlicks. That's all we can do. Only hurry up, because my toe's been crossed the rating.
There we go.
Oh, marvellous. You've done it. Excellent. Well done.
Mind you, that's a bit skewy, so I need to just adjust that.
Aha.
Well, I think the next step would be a nice and easy one to do.
That's better.
Wow. Right. Okay. So the next step is, well, there isn't one. It's finished views.
Oh, lovely.
Well done.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I did say I think you might find be an easy one.
Yeah. Wow. So
as you can tell, Horlicks, it will mirror the other side, and there will be a strip that goes over all them strips on the panels, the advert panels. Yeah, there will be a strip that goes along there. and it goes over them strips, but at a later stage. And but yeah, you're not very far off finishing now. What have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 issues to go with panel wise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So and if we want to look at next week's one, which is issue 122. Issue 122 is a Builder Classic Routemaster. It's the next panel is fitted to the offside of the upper deck. And wow, you're going to show us all your little mods and everything now, aren't you? You're going to show off. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Fabulous. Looks so lovely, doesn't it?
It is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, Horlicks, you will not find a better model of a Routemaster. You will not. They are superb.
There we go.
And if you have any visitors at any time after all this performance is over with, you know, you can show your bus off to them and say, no, would you like to know how much it weighs and things like that, and you know, get them to hold the board and you know, and then get them to touch it and say, oh, well, it's metal. Didn't think it'd be metal.
Yeah. No, it's looking really good.
Superb, it is really.
Let me just move the there we go.
So let's bring up a bit of chat while we're doing that. So we've got David Bassett says, great build tonight, Horlicks, despite the technical difficulties. Yeah, sorry about that, folks, but we nearly always have technical difficulties, but can't be helped. But no, we're just thankful that you hung on in there and you bore with us while we got back. So David Bassett says, love the front view with all the lights working. Yeah.
I want this one.
Just when you look inside, it looks so homely, doesn't it? When you look up the upper deck there and the lower deck, you see them lights. They just look so homely inside. They really do. So then we've got Love Minis that says, wow, just wow. And P40F20 says, fantastic work tonight, Horlicks. And I agree with that. And then Lucas1945 says, when I saw Thor. Yes.
It's a full-time job keeping it polished.
It is. It is a full-time job. Imagine what it's like keeping a real bus polished.
Yeah. By an update actually, I've since gluing the D13 in.
Yeah.
That's not going anywhere. It's
jolly good. Yeah.
They're stuck in. If I really wanted to get them out, I'll just give it a firm nudge. They'll pop out.
Yeah.
Which is great.
But that's the way you want it, really, isn't it? So they won't pop out.
Yeah.
So David Bassett says it looks really like the real thing inside. Yeah, I agree with that, David. It does. It does look like the real thing inside. Them lights, they're just vintage appeal, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really good.
Homely vintage appeal lights. So yeah, superb. I love this build so much. I really do. I'm so glad that a lot of other people took it up, and you know, we all did what we did with the stream and everything. So Lucas 1945 says, when I saw the bus on the advert on TV, I just fell in love with it. Sorry, finger slipped. Yeah, no, I understand that, David. Yeah, no, we was exactly the same. I knew it was coming out at some point, and I just didn't know when it was coming out, but I'd actually seen it on the internet about a year. 14 months or so before it actually came out in production, and I was just over the moon that it was going to come out, especially at 1/12 scale. 1/12 scale is just ideal. It's never been known before in this scale.
Right.
Don't drop it now. Well, Horlicks is going to pop it back up there. We've already done the YouTube schedule for the week, which Mark did earlier. And I've just forgotten next time you're on, Horlicks. Is it tomorrow night?
Yes.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we've got the Spitfire.
Spitfire tomorrow night, yes. Looking forward to that.
Now that my propeller is in motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. All is good for that. So yeah, really happy with that. So yeah. And what we got? 8 more issues left.
Yeah, not many. Well, nine, I suppose. But yeah, there is a couple more figures coming in the future. Yeah, which the bus really needs if it's got passengers in and what have you. It really needs these other couple of figures, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I've got an apology to make from Geordie Dave. Geordie Dave said he had to go as well. So good night from us, Geordie Dave, and thanks for joining us earlier.
Yeah.
So, and I think we're about done and dusted, aren't we?
Yes, I think so. I've lost a file.
Okay.
In all the drama. Well,
Was it the one you were trying to?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, trying to get the.
I always like to put my tools away. I don't like leaving them out because then that's how they just get lost.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Good idea.
So they can go away. I'm actually gonna sort these screws out in a minute.
Okay.
So I'll speak to you afterwards.
Okay.
So yeah, well, I think that's it then. So yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, I hope you like the mod. As I say, I didn't film it because it was so. It took me about 3-4 hours, and I thought by the time I filmed it, and to be honest, I mean, I could be wrong, but realistically, a lot of people have finished their models, and I don't think they're going to be wanting to take panels off. Especially if it's finished, it's going to be a lot of work just to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was halfway there because I still had access to this side because we hadn't finished it. So, I thought I didn't film it, but it is there. That's how I've done it. But if you were interested, just give me a message or Steve-O. Well, Steve-O did it, and I'm sort of doing what he's done. I mean, I was gonna, if I get stuck, I was going to ask him, but it's done. It seems to have gone all right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
jolly good. Well, we've got a couple of more bits to chat, and one is from P40F20, and it says, "Great show tonight, Dream Team. Thank you very much for that, P40F20.
Thank you."
Yep.
And then we've got David Bassett saying, "The driver who looks more like Blakey, and the lady conductor with the really good copy of a Gibson ticket machine." Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, between you and I and the gatepost, we all think the driver looks a bit like Adrian, to be honest, don't we? But that's between you and I and the gatepost. So there we go. So.
Okay. Right then. So. Yeah, that leaves us to say goodbye. So yeah, again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. You'll find the links to our channels in the description down below. You'll also find my Patreon page and my Amazon wish list if you would like to support in any other way. And same as everyone else's channels, they've got their wish lists in their descriptions as well. But thank you again, as I say, for watching for the 4th time. And I'm going to leave everyone to say their goodbyes. So we've got Adrian first. So you haven't got a caramel wafer in your mouth?
No, not this time. No, I'm not eating this time because I knew it was coming up, Lacey. I didn't think together I might have been first. Of course, yeah, it depends who's in the studio first.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you everyone for watching and commenting on the Join Horlicks show. Enjoying along the show. Thank you all.
Lovely. Thank you. And we've got Dave's hobbies.
Okay, well, thank you ever so much for watching and being entertained by us. And thanks for sticking with us through the technical difficulties that we had. And please give Horlicks a nice good thumbs up, because that's what we like, is a nice good thumbs up. And we'll catch you on another stream sometime, probably tomorrow night. Okay, so it's a goodbye from me.
Lovely, thank you very much. So yeah, take care everyone, stay safe, and see you tomorrow for Spitfire. Take care.